Let's kick this off with some wins. I'll go ahead and get started while Jeff's refilling his coffee. Who's got a win they want to talk?
I'll go. I've got several. So we have currently, we have closed about $1.5 million in real estate in the past week from our YouTube channel, and we have about another 1.5 million under contract, and I have about another 1.5 million in the works that should go within the next probably 30 days or so under contract. So yeah, so about $4.5 million from YouTube.
That's awesome. Show of hands, who has a YouTube channel? Everybody but Dan and Leanne. Oh, Leanne, you do?
I
Okay.
have one, but I don't actually use it.
Yeah.
I don't
A
have
lot of
it up and
people,
going well right now.
yeah. A lot of people created one, but when you get real, it's just a storage tank for videos. I think that's how we all started. I'm one of those. I have a channel now, and it's finally optimizing, and subscribers are increasing, and so forth. Um, can you summarize, Andy, kind of your story, 2, 3 minutes on why we should all have a YouTube channel that has proper videos, SEO'd, tagged, etc., so it can perform 24/7?
Yeah, I mean, as far as my story goes, about 3.5 years ago, I was doing the same thing everybody else was doing, which was buying leads off Zillow and Realtor.com, and I was spending, probably 2,500 bucks a month, and I hated it. Hated every second of it. I couldn't stand it. Every time the phone would ring and say, "You have a new lead," and I would, try to call them right back. And of course, they either had already talked to another realtor or they didn't mean to hit the button, or they say, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you help me? I've got a few questions about such and such place." And then you do all this research for them, you do everything, and then next thing you know, they ghost you, and then you finally get back in touch with them a month and a half later, and they say, "Yeah, we bought that condo that you did all that legwork for us." My cousin's brother's uncle is a realtor down there in your area, so we use them. And I'm like, oh, great, wonderful. So I'm chasing all these people, spending all this money, and I hated it, hated every second of it. So I was quitting. I was done. I was like, I'm out of real estate. I'm going back to the car business where I can run an ad. People come onto the car lot, they buy a car. I know they're not there to buy shoes. And then I sell them a car. And then I keep up with them and sell them 20 cars down the road. But I don't have to chase them. And so anyway, as I was quitting, I went to a build event for EXP in Dallas, Texas, and I saw this guy talking about YouTube and how you can do that. You can put a video out there and then people come to you. And I said, wow. So I dove down the rabbit hole for the next year and figured everything I could about YouTube, and the rest is history. We now have in a very small market, we have about 3,500 subscribers. We get on average anywhere from 15 to 30,000 views a month off of our channel. And we just put informational videos out there. Even on our videos, we don't act like realtors. We don't say, we just want to sell you a property. All we say is we just want to share information. Basically, here's what we say. We do videos just like this every single week just to be informative, just to let you know what it's like to live in this area. So if you're thinking about moving in 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 years, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, set up a Zoom call, send up a smoke signal. We don't care how you get in touch with us, just get in touch with us. And we would love to help you. You make a smooth move to our little slice of paradise. I say that in every single video. And then, so now it's turned into the phone ringing, which is what we wanted. And that's what's been happening. We get on average probably now 9 to 10 new YouTube clients a month. And and Tim, you know this just from experience, that phone call is totally different than you would make on a Zillow or a Realtor.com lead, because you don't call them, they call you. And when they call me, they say, "Is this a YouTube guy?" And I'm like, "It is." And they go, "Oh my God, I can't believe you answered the phone," like I'm some celebrity or something. I'm like, "Yeah, of course I answered the phone." And then we get into a conversation and they're like, we've been watching your channel for a year. We love you. Oh my God, we know exactly where we want to buy. And we have cash and we'll be there in 2 weeks and we want to buy. And then so that's the way all those phone calls have gone. I mean, it's just been tremendous. So, but you're right, it does take the proper way to do it. You can't just take your cell phone and go out there and go like every other realtor in the world and you go, hey, look at me, I'm the greatest realtor in the world. That's why you should call me because they don't care. They don't give a crap about you. They don't care about anything that you have said that you've done. They don't care how many homes you've sold. They don't care how many homes you own. All they care about is what can you do for me? That's all they care about. And so that's what we try to portray is we want to be informative. We want to show you what we can do for you as far as just being informational. That's all we're doing. And seems to work. Seems to be the winning formula so far.
Thank you, Andy. Good stuff. And in 2.5 years, Andy has about $90 million in sales in his pipeline today. 2.5 years. And every one of those prospects call him. He doesn't chase any of them. And I harp on this, I know most of you and a lot of you are doing sales funnels and a lot of you are doing YouTube videos as a means of giving value to the prospects in your sales funnel. That is huge. But what Andy's done is built a following of people don't get to know, like, and trust you when you're calling them and saying, hey, you ready to buy yet? Oh, you said you wanted a ranch. Now you want to go look at a one and a half. Why? You know, it's just value, 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 value. Ask a lot of questions, get engagement. Andy has engagement on his channel. In comments, he's created a community. People post something and he comments on it. He asks them, what other videos would you like to see? And then he goes out and shoots it. So this prospecting tool is working for him 24/7, 365. And I can't remember. The numbers are staggering how many years of prospecting you would have had to done at 8 hours a day on the phone to talk to as many people as his channel has talked to him with him doing one video one time, posting it and letting it run. Now there's behind the scenes stuff on it, obviously, but my point was this. Those of you that don't have channels or have a channel and it's just a video storage tank, you want to take it to the next level, strongly consider you doing that. It takes a little bit of work, but you can start with just 1 or 2 videos a week. And I'm going to introduce Anjanette here in a second because we have people that are absolutely killing it right now, doing all the hard work now. That's going to they'll and Anjanette. Let me go ahead. It says Mary Anjanette Kusluski. She goes by Anjanette. She's in North Carolina in the Durham Apex area outside of Raleigh. But she's done 12 videos. I think she's posted 2 or 3 of them so far, and the other 9 or 10 are scheduled, which is also what we teach people to do because YouTube can learn what that's a video is about before it even goes public. But my kudos, first of all, everybody welcome Anjanette. She came on with us to the Freedom Team a couple of months ago, and she's been working really hard doing her videos. And she'll have a channel like Andy's in a couple of years because of the hard work. And you just have to start and do a little bit every week. Be consistent. It's like anything we do to be successful in sales. If you're consistent, you will win. So I will leave it at that. For the rest of you that are already doing funnels and YouTube videos, most of you are in our organization. We have a coaching call every Tuesday that you can join. And, we're just happy to help all of you build. This is a passive prospecting type of system where you don't have to chase your prospects. They will come to you because you're going to get them to know, like, and trust you after a lot of consumption of a lot of videos over time. It's a long game. You need to buy leads for the short game to feed you while you're doing something in the long game. But I fully believe, Andy could never spend another nickel on an ad again, and he's never spent a nickel on a YouTube ad, but he could live off of his channel, and he's feeding not just himself, but 3 or 4 buyer's agent and his business partner, Aileen. So anyway, enough about that, unless some of you have questions pertaining to building a channel, or if you want to spend any time on this. Otherwise, we'll go to the next win and the next question.
Well, and I'll tell you, add to that, what the long goal is for me, is, of course, revenue share. And once I get my revenue share and my organization built up to where I want it, my plan is to sell this YouTube channel. I'm going to sell it to somebody in this area and say, hey, here's a YouTube channel, proven channel, and I have all the data to show them what this thing has produced. I mean, in 3 years, we've done almost $100 million in sales in 3 years. Just from the channel. Like you said, no advertising, no nothing. And what's the value of that to another real estate agent who could step in and say, "Oh my gosh, this has built up." I mean, so I'm looking at in the long run selling this thing for who knows, if I ever retire, you know how I am. I may, we all say we want to retire, but a body in motion stays in motion too. So, I don't want to be one of those 75-year-olds sitting on the front porch who can't move. So
Who else has a win?
somebody's got to have something. The real estate market is blowing up right now. Got to have something.
Are you starting to see that, Andy, down there?
Oh my God, yes.
Really?
We've gotten, I don't want to make this whole thing about me this entire hour, but I mean, we've brought on 9 new listings. And we probably, like I said, we've got 3 under contract right now. We've got another 3 about to go under contract. We're closing on one today. We closed on one Monday. The one Monday was $1.2 million. So I mean, it's just blowing up. It's crazy. I've got a listing that I just got a showing alert on. It has shown 5 times in the last 2 days. And I ain't had nobody crack a door on that sucker in 3 months. I mean, so I don't know what it is, but it's just going crazy here.
I've got 3 closings coming up next month.
Woo, nice.
Yeah, and 2 possible new listings coming up.
That's what I'm talking about. Just keep chopping that wood.
And at least here, like, I mean, in Colorado Springs, we haven't seen I don't know, Zach, I don't know if you've seen anything different. I haven't felt a big, all of a sudden, like they're coming out of the woodwork. I think it's starting to a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting more and more buyer leads in that sense, through the funnel that I got going. But we have a couple listings right now that are just sitting there. Yeah. So we're still seeing that a little bit here, at least. But
Yeah, I've got one listing doing that also.
do you? Yeah.
Yeah. Been on the market about 60 days and had very few showings.
Brad, what are you seeing in Cincinnati? I know you're are you seeing much? Is it picking up there where you are?
Actually working probably way more Tennessee, probably 95% Tennessee, 5% up in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Things up there though, from talking to other agents up there and listening to the Ohio team meeting this morning, it's like a lot of places, hyper local. Some places are still, pretty competitive. Other places have slowed down where the days on the market are getting up 30, 40, 50 days on the market. People are still in love with 2021 prices from the seller side,
Yeah.
and the rate of growth has slowed. And I'd say that's pretty universal between Tennessee and Cincinnati. But down here, the buyer market's picked up a little bit for me. I'm working probably, and for me is a lot. It's probably not a lot for a lot of people, but 4 or 5 buyers right now, all kind of actively looking. But similar prices are fairly steady, maybe going up a little bit, but it's not like it was 3, 4 years ago. And you're seeing a lot of price reductions, seller concessions on closing costs. Things can be fixed on inspection, things like that. Just it's a very different market than obviously even 6 months to a year ago, but certainly from 2 years ago or 3.
Right.
Yeah,
I
and
don't know.
I am seeing a lot of seller consent. Like you said, sellers are getting a lot more, um, I guess, actively trying to put a deal together. I just had one of condo listed at 550 and my buyer steps in and wants to offer 500 and I'm like, we're going to offer $50,000 less. That's our first offer. And believe it or not, I mean, they did not even counter. They just said, let's do it. I'm like, and the thing's only been on the market for 8 days. I'm like, I expected a fight. I got nothing.
Yeah, that early on, you would have thought, you would have thought at least there'd have been a counter, but
Yeah,
why ask why?
545.
right.
Yeah. Catch them at the right time. They just went out. Yeah. I just looked in rates right now are 6.1, 6.12 is what it said right
So they're
now.
down a little bit.
They've come down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk that I've been reading, like they're really pushing to get them, like, or thinking, man, they could pop 6. If we could get that 5.9, I mean, whatever. Several mortgage applications last week went up like 18% or something like that. I mean, it's just the headlines are just having so many effects on that. People coming out,
well,
people stepping back. Iran,
I know, that's what I was
the
going to
rates
say.
are down. They come back in the market. It's like,
You think about we're not really in a stagnant market, and we're in the middle of a war. I mean, so if it will finally end and go away, just imagine what's going to happen. And if the rates will start coming down, it's Katie bar the door, I think. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
I did see, again, just looking here where this came out about an hour ago. U.S. single family housing starts jumped to a 13-month high. So again, I think new construction, it's just still such a hot piece right now.
Yeah.
For anybody, to try and attract some of those people. I mean, that's what's working for us right now. We do have that funnel going, but again, whether you have a funnel or not, you can do marketing to attract new construction leads, somehow, some way.
Well, hey, can I ask a question? I don't know if this applies to a whole lot of people on this call, but who would be, or does anybody know who might be some of the better lenders for manufactured homes? Because I've got several of my buyers are manufactured home, and the rates are, I mean, like 3% higher for a manufactured home loan as opposed to a standard, a stick built home or whatever. So I don't know if anybody has a go-to lender for manufactured homes or
Jennifer, does he do manufactured homes? Do you know? I did talk to him, by the way. I mean, we're trying to figure something out with that one couple that I asked, you gave me that guy.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything that he provides it.
Yeah.
I have one. I can put it in the chat.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I appreciate it.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, whether he's licensed in Tennessee, I'm not 100% sure, but he does a lot in Mississippi.
Okay.
It
So
might be
Hey,
worth
Brad.
calling Josh. Do you think, Jennifer? I mean, just to call him. I mean, he works,
Absolutely.
all over the country.
He
I
works
did
all
like
over the
talking to him.
country. He might be able to at least give some direction if he doesn't.
Yeah. You want to put his number in the chat, Jennifer? Can you do that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Dan, go ahead. I'm sorry, I cut you
Yeah,
off there.
no, that's fine. The biggest stipulation we have here in Michigan, Brad, is that with manufactured homes, they're not hard to get a mortgage for if they're on their own property. If people are trying to buy into a park, that's where you have to get a secondary mortgage lender to get the loans. And they are usually that 3 to 5% higher than a traditional mortgage. But here in Michigan, if it's on its own property, you can get a conventional mortgage for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start poking at a couple of my lenders that are down here and local lenders in Tennessee and ask that question because it just seems like especially for maybe first time home buyers, man, that's a price point where you get into a pretty decent product. That's something that's fairly affordable. And if you were willing to work that mortgage market or that lending market, man, you could be the go-to people in a hurry, I think.
Again, that's what I'm looking at. I've got a few guys who've been in that predicament, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, property here in Southwest Michigan is awfully hard to find. That acre to 2 acre that you can put something on.
Right.
Parks are plentiful. There's parks all over the place, unfortunately, here in Michigan. But that is the biggest stipulation. I work with a guy right now who sells manufactured homes. So I'm trying
Yeah.
to stick with him, at least try to build some type of relationship with him as a side off. So
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool.
Some
Thank you.
deals there. I'm seeing a lot of the builders now. Townhomes is another direction that a lot of first time buyers are going. Now as long as the HOA isn't, 500 a month or something, whatever that adds to their monthly payment. But you can, that's becoming a bigger and bigger thing. I'm seeing that across the country as well for that first time home. Get in there, build some equity for a couple years, whatever, and then go buy your first home, single family home, whatever. But better than renting.
Brad,
Yeah.
I'd post in your state group too, because it's going to be more of a local lender, I think, than one of these national guys for the most part. So
Okay.
most will do it. Some you got to take the wheels off. Some,
Right. And it's got
you're
to be on
saying
a permanent
manufactured, not
foundation and
mobile, I
all that.
realize, but everybody's got different regs to follow. And USDA and FHA are probably going to be your best bets there. But your state group will, I'm sure, have some suggestions for you at the local level.
Okay. And a couple of the lenders I know here, I all sound out as well. But yeah, okay, I appreciate it.
Jen Persicki. Am I saying your name right, Jen? Is that how you say your last name?
Yeah, that's it. You
I
got
did
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How are you doing here as far as here in town? What are you seeing?
A lot of what you just said. I feel like things are still pretty slow here.
Yeah.
Not really picking up like you would expect for PCS season coming up
Yeah.
here soon.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of surprising in my opinion, but
I do think it's a great time. I mean, I'm telling everybody I meet with on this. I mean, it's a great time to be building your stuff. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
keep working the leads that are coming in, all that kind of stuff, but if you're doing funnels, build them. If you're doing YouTube, build it. Get it going, get some videos going, get in front of the wave. Because I do think I think when the doors open, I think they're going to open big time. I mean, we're talking 3 years of just built up demand that is
Yep.
probably beyond anything we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I really do think when the gates open, they're going to open wide and it's going to be crazy. Now, here comes the next headline and it all shuts down again. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, people are so all over the place right now, but I do think there is that demand that's out there. So most agents will be trying to catch the wave as opposed to getting in front of it. That's just how agents are, So I'm working on, I've got a list of things that I'm just, I sat here yesterday. The things that I'm trying to get done and built, in terms of just all kinds of stuff, just taking advantage of maybe a little bit more downtime than what we would normally have, some of us, and not just sitting back and waiting on the phone to ring. It's like, man, there's ways to be aggressive with it right now in terms of just being on top of this stuff. That's what I'm doing. I'm
Yep.
looking for every little open spot in my calendar right now to just 2 hours. I got time to work on this and time to work on this. And,
And if you haven't done it in a while, it's time to get back to marketing expireds because expireds are happening again. And I agree with Jeff, the sentiment that, we got to get this war over, consumer confidence will increase, rates should come down a little bit, and we could see another COVID year again. It could quickly turn from we're in a buyer's market today. It could very easily be a seller's market when you're faced with multiple offers over ask one day on the market. If all the people on the sidelines come out of the sidelines onto the playing field, it's going to be scary.
mm-hmm.
And finishing up or my 2 cents, I work 2 markets. I work in Andy's market in the Gulf Shores, Orange Beach. I listed a property last Wednesday, hasn't showed one time. There's probably 30 houses on the market in that neighborhood is why I think. And Andy's actually going to video my listing today. And one, thank you for doing that. It's going to put it on his channel. And let me know your thoughts on that property compared to everything else on the market. What you think of the price, what you think is why it's sitting. Could be because school is not out yet. Another couple, 2.5, 3 weeks, the market's going to improve everywhere because we are still real estate agents in a seasonal market, sell more when school's out than in. And then I listed a house last Saturday. It's shown 5 times, and I've been negotiating an offer. We've had 2 counters so far, and hopefully we'll work it out today. And it's also a price point. That's a $300,000 house instead of a $500,000 house, and there's not many 300s anywhere anymore. But as far as stick builts, got a referral yesterday. Brad was talking about manufactured. I've got somebody who wants to buy $150,000 to $200,000 manufactured home on an acre or 2. They're out there. and there's lenders for them. So we're seeing it to pick up, but I think ultimately consumer confidence needs to come back to really open the floodgates. Roger, did you get that referral, that agent I sent you yesterday in the text chat with you and Eric and I?
Yes, I did. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah,
And
you're welcome.
she was spot on and just went to town. I talked to the potential sellers, and I've been talking to the daughter, and the mother called me, and I got a totally different story. So I don't know. And then just during this call, the daughter texted me, and so I don't know where we're at on this, but it worked out fantastically. She jumped right on it, and
Good.
hopefully go somewhere.
Good. You're fairly new with us at EXP. Are you aware of how easy it is to send an electronic referral form through our back office?
I've done one, but it was not with EXP. It was something prior to me
Oh,
joining.
that's right. I remember that.
But I haven't done it, but I've seen the site, and it looks like it'd be super, super easy to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You sign, your broker signs at your state level, her broker and her signs, and you can do it in a minute. Andy, how many referrals have you sent out in the last year? And how much money have you made?
Well, if you went and looked me up on the MLS, you would think I was not even a realtor. So I don't know, I probably made well over 100 grand in referrals last year. I mean, I can't even tell you how many I've done, but I can tell you this much: when you do them inside EXP, it is easy, easy, easy. It is so easy just to go to that referral link, fill it out, done. Especially in Alabama, our broker signs them in like I don't know how she does it. She must be sitting in front of her computer. I mean, she literally signs them in like 20 seconds. I'm like, holy cow! I mean, it's just that easy. So.
And guess where all Andy's referrals came from? His YouTube channel. Because everybody that moves to his market has a house they want to sell in another state.
100%. Yeah. And I always ask them, I'm like, well, do you have to sell your house? And they say yes or whatever. And then I say, well, do you have a real estate agent? And they're like, no. I'm like, do you want me to hook you up with somebody like-minded like me? And then they go, oh yeah, 100%. And so it's that easy of a transformation. And then I always get on there and I start calling EXP agents, and the very first one who answers the phone is the one who gets it because I have called. I have literally started at the top and called no answer, called no answer, called no answer, called no answer. Bingo, fifth one answered, and I'm like, "You're the winner."
Dan, you got your hand raised.
Yeah, I got a question for Andy. I just went on to YouTube and checked. I do have a channel, but it's not a business channel. So should I convert to a business channel or just leave the channel I have?
That's a loaded question. Um,
Well, you're the pro. I mean,
yeah.
with
Well,
all
I
your
mean,
success.
there's no really such thing as a business channel or a personal channel, in my opinion, when it comes to real estate. I mean, you want to name your channel something that's going to be searchable. YouTube is not a social media platform like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. YouTube is a search engine. It's the second biggest one next to Google, and Google happens to own YouTube, so I mean, the biggest thing with creating your channel is to make sure that you're searchable. And that's why you do the videos that are searchable. So just to give you an example, I just had a 2 hour conference before we got on this call with another guy who's trying to create a sports podcast channel. And I said, well, your very first 20 seconds of your video is important because you need to tell, especially when you're a small channel, is you need to let YouTube's algorithm know exactly what your video is about in the first 20 seconds. Because if you don't, then they won't know who to put it in front of. That's why when we first got started, we say the same thing in the first of every single video, the very same thing. And we started all off the same way. We say, so you're thinking about moving to wherever you're at. If it's Colorado Springs. So you're thinking about moving to Colorado Springs, Colorado? Well, in this video today, we're going to take you through blah, 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 and tell them what you're going to do in the video. Then you go on into the video. And we do, like I said, we start every single video the same exact way. Now we've changed our formula since then because we've built a big audience. So you don't, now YouTube knows what my videos are about without me telling them. But when you're small, when you're a small channel and you first get started, you need to let every single person who clicks on that channel, who does this, who watches the video, who reads the description, they need to know exactly what that video is going to be about so that they can make a decision whether they want to watch it or not. And your channel, like with ours, we named ours Orange Beach, Alabama Living because ours, if you read our banner, it says if you subscribe, if you want to learn everything you need to know about living in Orange Beach, Alabama. That's what our whole channel is about. So there's absolutely no way nobody could look at that and say, well, this channel is about cooking. No, it's about living in Orange Beach, Alabama. What's my life going to be like if I move there? And that's the whole general idea that you're trying to get across when you're selling real estate on YouTube.
I thought yesterday was good. I don't know if anybody was on there. Any thoughts on that? What he walked through with Canva to create like a listing presentation, buyer presentation, something you could send out ahead of time in a pre-listing packet, whatever.
I thought the information that he had was really informative. I had built a buyer's presentation already off the Canva. And I've also used Canva to do my like open house flyers. I had figured out the app deal through EXP to be able to put the MLS number in. It works. It's amazing. Just with the sheer volume of open houses that I've done, I've made a lot of open house flyers. So I learned that trick early, but those templates are very helpful.
And you just had your trade show, didn't you, Jennifer?
I did, yep.
Was that last weekend?
It's
How
been a
did that go?
couple of weeks ago now. It went really well. I've actually had a couple of people reach out to me. I'm like coincidentally run into a person or two that had seen me there. So again, I think just to be face front and just to get that presence was very helpful. I've already noticed some increases.
What'd you end up giving away, and how many names did you add to your database as a result of that show?
So I ended up giving away a TV, and it was just shy of 300, I believe.
Nice. Did you do it
So
with a QR code?
yes, I did a QR code, and I set the fields so it automatically dropped in my tracked ROI. And I set the fields where they mandatorily had to give me their name, phone number, and email. So
Very cool.
yeah, no, it worked out. It worked out pretty slick. I had a few here and there. They're like, I don't know how to do this. They didn't want to do it, but they gave me their information and I could put them into my attract ROI. So there were just a few of them that were like that.
Yeah.
And it also helped the booth that was across from me. He was cattle selling beef. And everybody loves meat. Everybody naturally stopped there first to register, and then I was able to like latch onto them and bring them over. So
Did my chat come in with that information?
Yeah, we see it over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
thanks,
having
Leanne.
difficulties on Zoom. I don't know
Okay.
what happened, but I can't get
Yeah.
back in the regular Zoom.
Yeah, no, we see it. Thank you.
Okay.
Anybody in the new fast cap that just started yesterday? Or no, it starts today, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Today.
I'm actually taking it starting today
Are you?
here in
Okay.
a couple hours. So I was actually going to ask, I've bbeen hesitant to take it because of the time that it requires.
Mhm.
Because I have a lot of irons in the fire right now. But I was going to ask the group, if you've taken fast cap, what are some of your takeaways from it? What are the things that really you felt like impacted you the most taking it?
Hey, Jen, this is Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, hi. I just got finished with the last session. I was in the February class, but I'm doing this one that starts today as well because I missed the
Okay.
first few days because I was a walk-in person.
Okay.
So, but I think the biggest takeaway, time is there, but it does go fast. But you learn a lot more about structure You learn about a lot of what the different people who have been successful and how they built things. And for me, it's helping me learn how to manage everything that's involved that I wasn't taught prior or I didn't know about. So it depends on what your level is into real estate. For me, I had minimal training and minimal experience with how the whole business works. And this, for me, gives you a good overview of how the whole business really does work.
Yeah. Okay. That's helpful. Thanks, Dan.
Yep.
One of the things, Jen, that I heard, and again, I have not been through the class. Caleb Leonard, he went through it, and he's an icon agent here.
Yeah.
He went through it or is going through it right now. One of the things that he said, it's like, yeah, there's, like 4 to 5 hours a day of like stuff to do to keep up. He said, but honestly, he said, it's all the stuff we're doing in our business anyway. It's like if you're actually working your business right now, like it's not overwhelming because you're already going to be doing it. It's
Okay.
like, maybe for a new agent who's trying to get in that routine, it can feel like, wow, this is a lot. But it's really just if you're running your day-to-day business the way you should be, and on top of that, you're going to be fine with it.
Okay.
That's how he shared it. So
Yeah.
anyway, but
That's helpful. Thanks.
he has been going through it. I know there's a nighttime class, just so you guys know, if you want to spread this out to people that you're working with as well. The nighttime class starts May 13th. So they are taking registrations for that one right now. If you got somebody who's just super busy during the day or they got a part-time, full-time job, we have some of that with some of the newer agents coming in. So they are taking registrations for that one right now.
And Jen, if I can give you an example, tying it back to YouTube, and you had raised your hand that you have a channel, I believe. Did you not?
I do.
Okay.
Yes,
Like
I do. Yeah.
one of the things they're going to suggest you do is go out and preview properties. Get familiar with the inventory in your
Mhm.
market. Well, go on and shoot a video of that property while you're there. Get permission from the listing agent. Say, hey, is it okay if I shoot a video? I'm going to preview the property. I want to keep it. I want to send it to my out of town buyers. And 99 times out of 100, you'll have one that will say no, but usually they'll say yes. Shoot a video while you're there. Hey, today, hey everybody, this is Jen, blah, 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 blah. As Andy said, get your script down on how you're going to intro the video. So you say the same thing every single time and then take your viewer on a tour through that house. But talk about what it's like to live in that neighborhood, that community, that city, as much as you're talking about the house. Because what Andy said, we're teaching people what it's like to live here. It's an experiential thing. You're not trying to sell that house as a result of that video. You're being informative. And when you don't like the color of the quartz countertop that they pick, say that. Because then you're going to appear non-salesy. You're going to appear genuine and real and honest. Oh my gosh, this backyard is really small. Don't you all think so? What do you all think? Drop a comment below. Do things like that. And my point is, you're going to kill two birds with one stone. It might be 3 or 4 hours of work every day. And like Jeff said, Caleb said, and I agree with it, it's stuff you should be doing in your business anyway. Just make efficient use of the time. You're going to go preview, so shoot the video while you're there. And in fact, all of you, anytime you schedule a showing to go show a buyer property, schedule it 30 minutes earlier and shoot a video before they show up. And that's how you maximize your time. And that's how you can build an inventory of 6, 12, 15, 20 videos to queue up for the next months. Andy stays a couple of months ahead at all times with videos that are in the queue ready to be released on a specific day and a specific time. So when your channel gets to a certain size, you're going to see that, okay, my audience is on the channel mostly at Sundays at 3 p.m. Central. And that's when you're going to want to start your posting schedule. You'll learn those things as you grow your channel. But anyway, I digress again, but that's a great thing to take fast cap and do some video production while you're out there doing what you're supposed to be doing anyway.
Yeah, love that, Tim. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Scott, I don't know if you're able to unmute yourself, turn on your camera. I know you might be tied up doing other stuff. Just checking. Scott's brand new with us.
Welcome, Scott.
Yes,
There he
sir.
is. Hey, Scott.
Yes,
How you doing?
I'm on my phone. I couldn't get on my computer,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
No, you're good. You're good. Well, just want to say welcome. So,
Well, thanks.
let's see. I forget when are you meeting with Vonda?
I'm meeting with her tomorrow night, And then I got registered for the fast cap class in the night class starts on the 13th.
Okay, very cool. Good. And then you and I, did I send you my calendar link to get on my schedule?
Yeah, I haven't got on it yet.
That's fine. Yeah. Just set it up sometime
I
after,
was gonna,
anytime after you've met with Vonda, later this week or Saturday or next week, whatever works for you. We'll get you set up with other stuff. So, and
Perfect.
Dan, whenever you're ready to move forward with some stuff too, now that you're through Fast Cap, just let me know because we got other things we can, if you want to get your funnels going or whatever, we can talk about all that stuff too. So.
Yeah, I was going to send you an invite because their track team is still trying to get my link set up. There's a disconnect still with the accounting side of it with the Facebook ads.
Okay.
So I've been working with them trying to get that fixed.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me know if I can help with it. So
On that note, those of you running ads, there's a good chance that your credit card company is going to shut Facebook down and decline those charges because when you start out, unless you set a don't bill me until my account drops below this amount and then bill me $100 or however you set it up. Most people don't do that initially. And the credit cards are going to see this $4, $7, $12, $13, lots of little charges over short periods of time. They're going to see it as fraud and they're going to shut that. They're going to decline it and that'll make your ads stop. So I don't know if that's the issue you're having, Dan, but just for everybody's awareness, if you're running ads, that is generally I see that regularly with people that start running ads on Facebook and Instagram.
is that a setting in Ads Manager, Tim? That you
Yeah.
Well, but it's going to happen regardless of whether you set it up or not. Here's what's going to happen. When you first start running ads, Facebook's going to test that card to see if they can, start charging your card. Because what's going to happen, they'll charge it for 97 cents, then they'll charge it for $1.16, then they'll charge it for $2.80, then they'll charge it for 82 cents. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get your credit card company to say, whoa, stop. This has got to be fraud. So then you have to pick up your phone and call the credit card company and say, hey, these charges you see coming through are true. And what Tim's saying is you do need to go in the back of a tracked ROI and say, you set that up in the back of a tracked ROI and you say, I think the way it comes out of the box is once your account gets below $10 or gets to zero, it charges it with another $10 or something. But what you really want to set it up is once it gets below $10 to charge it with another 100. If you do it that way, then you're going to see those little bitty charges to start with. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not. But once it gets out of what they call the learning mode, once it goes to 3 or 4 days of that, then you'll start seeing, I have ours set up to where it charges at $788. I don't know why it's set up that way, but so when we hit $788, it charges, and then it don't charge me again until we hit $788. And it's working. I don't know why, but any other amount I put in there didn't work. So, but for some reason, it found a sweet spot at 788. So, but that's just it's gonna do that right out of the gate. Just so you know, you're gonna have to call your credit card company and tell them that you are running Facebook ads to let those charges go through. So it's just Facebook doing its testing.
Thanks for that clarification, Andy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wish it were not that way because it's irritating and it's a pain in the butt to deal with, but it is what it is. And if you switch, once you get it done that way, let's say your card expires, like I have one sitting right here that I have to call or I've already done, activate it, and that's on the account. Once you do that, it has to go through the whole stupid thing again. It's
Yeah,
just face.
I have a question. Dan, are you in Southwest Michigan?
I am. Yes.
Okay. I have a question for you. Can you give me your phone number and I'll just shoot you a text?
On the way.
Thanks.
who else has something? Anybody? And Jeanette, welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you. Quick question though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned about where to find the buyers. I know you said that it was really good. I'm kind of interested where is that recorded video? Where can I find that video? The buyers in
The buyer's
post.
presentation.
Yeah. Where can I find that?
Are you talking about from yesterday?
Yeah, I guess you mentioned about it. It
Right.
was really good. Yeah,
It'll be posted probably later today. We should Andy. He's been doing about a day later, so like
is it
it's
in the
probably going to
coaching
go
call?
live today, and you can always find them on our YouTube channel or in the Freedom Team group. Um, I can show you that real quick if you want to see it. So if you go to our Freedom Team support
Freedom.
page, hold on a minute. You go to our Freedom Team support page, right up here at the top, team training calendar. Put your mouse there, whatever, team recorded training, and that'll take you to our YouTube channel, and it'll be up here later this afternoon. There's Monday's agent attraction training. It'll show up right here as the next video, but you can also go to playlists.
Uh-huh.
And right here are all the Tuesday trainings. Get more transactions, Tuesday trainings.
Please.
You click right there, view full playlist, and it brings up the whole list of, what is it, 186 videos in there right now. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Tuesdays.
And then we do also, Andy will also post it if you go to Facebook and just go to our Freedom Team community group. Make sure you're part of that, everybody, if you're not. But there's the one from yesterday, right there. He posted it 14 hours ago. So it'll be posted in here as well. So multiple places to find it.
Freedom Team community. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. It all leads back to our YouTube channel. That's where everything is housed. Okay.
Freedom community.
So,
okay.
Yeah, definitely worth watching. He walked through step by step exactly how to
Mm-hmm.
create good stuff in Canva,
Yeah, I like Canva, so I want to learn how to
Yeah.
use
Well, with
the
EXP's branding that they've done, I mean, it's simplified a lot of it. There's some really good stuff in there that you can use for
yeah.
presentations, tools, flyers, handouts, different things you could do, social media type stuff,
Yeah, show us all the good stuff so that
Yeah.
we look legit.
Yeah, exactly. So
Thank you.
all that stuff.
How's your first closing coming along, Anjanette?
Oh, it's gonna be next month.
Next month?
Hopefully in a few weeks. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
She joined us and put something under contract the first week?
Yeah, I know. I was kind of surprised. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was going to be slow, but I'll take it. Come to me.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I need those money for my Facebook ads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, blessings.
Did you hear back from Julian on your A2P number yet?
Oh yeah, he said something about he's gonna follow it up. It can take 1 week to a month, he said.
Yep.
Hopefully not that long. So I'll keep following up with him. So far, does anyone know if it really takes that long or what's the latest?
Some of them take a month, some of them go right through. I can't explain it. It's easier if you have an S corp or a LLC and you have a federal ID number. It's a little quicker that way. But I don't know the magic formula. Kind of
Just
one
keep
of those.
following up with Julian. Just keep following up with him.
Yeah, I'd check
Okay.
in with him maybe once a week, something like that.
Okay. Okay.
But meanwhile, just keep working those leads manually.
Will
I see
do.
Zach shaking his head. What's been your experience, buddy?
Yeah, I think I want to say it took about 3 weeks to get everything fully running, but you're getting all the leads information so you can call them, email them, text them from your personal number. And yeah, definitely don't hesitate on that stuff. And I do feel like it's ramped up a little bit. I think I've been running it for a little over 2 months now. Starting to get more buyer inquiries. So it's been good.
How many leads are you at 2 months in, and what's your daily ad spend, if you don't mind me asking?
That is a good question. Let's see. So I say for this, I guess this quarter, that's just through April.
Are you doing $10 a day on your Facebook ads, or how much are you spending?
That's what I was trying to do. So I've had 41 leads come through. Nothing's been super, super hot yet. But I have had a couple conversations. And then I gotta remember where the ad spend was because I haven't checked that in a bit.
Tim, what were you doing on your ad spend? Were you a little more than 10?
Yeah. Most recently it was 40.
Okay.
But my
27
lead costs
pretty
kept
cheap.
going up and up and up and up. So I've been playing with it and
It's
learning
funny, my
mode.
lead cost was fairly high, and then I went ahead. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just suck it up and go with that white house.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the incentives on the picture,
Yep.
that are local, and we've been at like yesterday it was at $2.17.
Nice.
So
Have you had much conversion with those leads, Jeff?
we're doing good with it, honestly. Like, I mean, I've had mine running for about
Are
6 weeks. We've
Yeah.
got probably, let's see, we got, I don't know, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 buyer agencies signed with it. We've set up
Okay.
multiple searches. We have a couple that we're working with next Monday, showing them homes. Lane showed a bunch of homes to a lady a week ago. They're moving back here from Arizona. Got a buyer agency with them. We've got another lady that we set up a search for. I talked to her Monday. She's not looking real high, but we set her up. It's working well for us,
Do you
So,
call them back? Do you try to call them and make
I mean,
contact
here's
with them
the
right
like
away?
if I'm free and I see the phone ring and it's a lead call coming in, I'll answer it. But that doesn't happen very often, honestly. I mean, I'm just kind of going from back to back appointments and stuff. So, but I will call them later that day, and I'll try calling them, maybe tomorrow. My wife will try because it's a different number, her cell phone. Just try it. We'll try them 2 or 3 times, and then I'm kind of letting the automation work. But we're getting a good response rate on the automation. We're getting
Okay.
we're getting at least half the people in the automation. They are replying to things, answering questions that we're asking.
That's great. Did you keep the automation as it was set up, or did you adjust it?
I adjusted it and I extended it out to like 21 days. And I'm
Okay.
actually going to take it from there. One of the things I got on my list here is I'm going to extend it out probably for 12 months, but just do like maybe once a month, once every other month kind of thing, just a check in kind of thing. Because if they haven't responded, but I do get these leads that are coming in that are 6 to 12 months or unsure, it'll say, on their timing. And so I'm like, let me just send them a weekly newsletter until they unsubscribe, and then just once a month hit them up like, hey, just checking in, if you how are your plans coming along? Anything new? Want us to set up a home search? I mean, just something, and just see if I
Yeah.
generate some responses down the road because now they're more ready to do it.
Are you using AI to create those automations?
Yeah, I put it all into ChatGPT and I told her what I wanted to do. Like, I want questions, good questions to get them to reply. So, and I can go through some of that with you. I do need to jump off here because I've got another Zoom meeting in about 30
Thanks, Jeff.
seconds. So. Anyway, if anybody else needs anything, reach out to us. Okay, we're here. Zach, I'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Sir.
So,
Thank
all
you.
right. See you guys. Have a good day. Okay.
Oh, 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 hey. Out here on the grind, chasing dreams in the sun. From the